We've got to keep God as our priority because He keeps us as His. Every day we have 100 different things vying for our attention and asking for priority. And at times it can be hard to know which to choose. And even if we do know, it can be hard to keep priority straight. I think President George Washington gives us a good lesson in that. He knew that our ultimate priority has got to be God. God needs to be our main priority. He was the first president of the United States. He was the commanding general of the American Army during the American War for Independence. He was a veteran of 2 wars. He was also a man of faith. And he was a man who knew that God had to come first, that He had to be our priority. When he was made the general of the American armies, his first general order to his men said that every officer and man should live and act as becomes a Christian soldier, defending the dearest rights and liberties of his country. He wanted his men to act as godly men. Under his command, his men were to attend church on Sunday, all those that could. He wanted God to be their priority as well. On Sunday, they were not to attack the enemy unless the enemy attacked them. They were to keep the Sabbath holy. And as president, on the day of his inauguration, one of the most important days of his life and one of the most important days in American history, his first official act was to pray. He kept his priorities straight. That is something that we need to learn. That God has got to be our priority. And we have got to keep Him there. No matter what. We've got to keep God as our priority because He keeps us as His. And George Washington understood that and was willing to do that. In the war, there are a lot of things that he had to think about. A lot of things that seemed to need priority. From a military standpoint, not attacking on Sunday was a bad tactical move. I'm sure there were many opportunities that he could have attacked very successfully on Sunday. But he wanted to keep that day for the Lord. He was keeping it priority. Part of his prayer on his inauguration was for America, for its people, for God's continued protection upon it. He knew that God had to be priority for America to stand. God has got to be our priority for us to stand.